in her current guy and was no threat at all to their relationship, yet it triggered jealous feelings that were buried from 15 years ago. She basically buried a good relationship because she hadn't done the work to bury that bad relationship, which really sucks for that guy and ultimately for her. Stuff is always related and it always comes up and it very rarely makes sense. And innocent bystanders get run over. It's a tough business. All of this, the dating, the relationships, the love, it is a tough business. And sometimes things happen for no reason. And sometimes things happen for terrible reasons. So the more we can sort of get a read on the reasons, the better. Hopefully we can navigate this sort of minefield of what we're getting at. But that type of jealousy that I just brought up, it's a cousin to what I call jealousy of vanity, which is another screwed up type of jealousy. It means that someone resents their partner getting the attention or the spotlight. Why is it them, her, him? It needs to be about me. You not only need your boyfriend or girlfriend to pay attention to you, you need everyone else's boyfriend and girlfriend to pay attention to you too, and like you and want you. And you're jealous of any emotion or any inclination that someone's world revolves around a different sun than you. And it's sick because they don't want the best for you individually, these people who have this jealousy, or collectively, they only want what's best for them. It's always about them. Their philosophy is essentially, for me to succeed, you need to fail. And the you need to fail could mean their girlfriends. It could mean you. It could mean anybody in their circle. That's their philosophy. I need to bring you down to bring myself up. So if you're with this person, they are constantly, watching you and judging you, and they're always assessing you so that you aren't too good for them, that you don't get ahead of them, and that you are so beaten down that you would end up feeling lucky to be with them. You can only shine if their light is deemed to shine on you. And it's awful all the way around. If you are this person or with this person, get away from this person. Got it? But don't get away from us here. We got to take a quick break, and then we're going to get into the really juicy jealousy right after this. And we're back. And let me get back to what I call a reasonable jealousy. And that is a jealousy of insecurity. Okay? Jealousy of insecurity. It means you don't accept that a person can love you the most because he talks to or spends time with others. Okay? Let me repeat that. You can't accept that a person can love you the most just because he talks to or spends time with others. And that can be about you and maybe your past, and that can be about your partner who doesn't communicate with you often or clearly enough or strongly enough how they feel about you and how special you are to them and that you are the priority. You are jealous, if you're in this situation, essentially of ghosts. I don't know what I feel, but I don't feel right. Something is missing. And that is one that absolutely can and should be fixed with a conversation or with 50 conversations. I don't care how long it takes. I think it could be fixed. Where are we? What are we doing? And how can we reassure each other? Do they even like me? I see him talking to her, or her talking to him, or him talking to him, and I wonder, why? What do they have that we don't have? Or maybe we have it and I just don't know it because maybe I can't accept it or understand it, or I'm not emotionally ready for it. Can I handle it? What if they hurt me? Or maybe I'm insecure because they just haven't done enough to make me feel that way. So it could be on either one of you or both of you. Or they haven't expressed it to you in a way you can understand and accept. And a ton of people deal with this particular one. And it almost always has something to do with something that preceded this relationship. We're all bringing tons of baggage to the dance. It could be childhood. It could be a bad ex. It's, I'm jealous of everything because I don't know where the danger is. Okay? That's the perception that the person who has this jealousy has. And for the person you are with and the person who may actually truly love you, this is incredibly frustrating because they are in effect chasing ghosts. They don't have the magic words or the secret formula to make you not feel this way no matter what they do or how many ways they express it. You're never quite sure that they are yours and you are each other's. And obviously this doesn't apply if the person is clearly flirtatious with others in front of you or disrespects you or they clearly have eyes for another person. This is about the other person is fully present and devoted to you, and you are still jealous of everyone and everything, and it makes you crazy, and it's not fair to either one of you. But can it be fixed? Absolutely. It can. A lot of work and maybe some new routines and maybe some therapy so that the person can understand, what is it about my behavior that I am either doing or not doing or recognizing that can reassure this person that I love? And then maybe you can see the ghosts of the other person. I'm very sympathetic to both sides on this one. It has to be incredibly difficult for both sides. And you could probably say like, well, they should break up. It isn't worth it. Well, it might be worth it. You know, the bridge may be able to be crossed. Increase the confidence, better the communication, and break down the barriers that are preventing each other from seeing each other's side on this. If no one's intent is to make the other person feel bad or feel worse, that's a pretty good step. And I think it's a reasonable sign to try and make it work. I don't know. And the last one is what I call jealousy of information. I don't know where they are or who they're with. I feel like everyone else knows and I don't. You ever been in that feeling? Everybody knows and I'm the last one to know. You know, what is my husband doing at Lake Havasu? What is my girlfriend doing late at the office every night? Why do they stay out so late with their friends? How come they haven't called me tonight? All those things, you know, you sit there and you think, I hate being the fool when everyone else knows what I don't know. And again, that might be your imagination, or it might be that your husband really does love strip joints, but only for business purposes. But you know what? It probably isn't. If they don't share with you what they're doing and who they're doing it with, and you absolutely have every right to know all of it if you are in a solid relationship, then you should be jealous and you can feel insecure. And of course it will bother you. It's the not knowing that is it's a killer. And if the person isn't satisfying your questions and sort of calming your curiosity, it's absolutely your right to ask and to end it if you aren't more comfortable with the, who, what, why, how, all of it when you're not around. But you got to ask because the other person might not even know it's an issue. They might not even know that you care. And they might have a perfectly reasonable answer for perfectly reasonable questions. You might feel jealous for completely unfounded reasons. That's nobody's fault. So just fix it, Or you might feel jealous because you aren't getting what you want and what you deserve. Time, emotion, attention, love, validation, everything we talked about, all of it. It all matters. And jealousy is a fascinating creature, as we said at the top. Shakespeare said it was a green-eyed monster, but, it's more of a few shades. It's more not a few shades of green. It's a few shades of a lot of things. It's like one blue eye and one brown eye, like David Bowie had. It's part envy, and it's part insecurity, and it's part longing and wanting and suspicion and protection. And it's all about emotion. And emotion's a tricky thing too. And you have to process jealousy and you have to understand its root and its reason and see if it is something that can be flipped from a negative to a positive. It can be good and it can strengthen and it can be overcome, but you have to break it down. Who or what are you jealous of? How does it make you feel? Why is it an issue? And what can be done to make it go away or overcome it? Or is it just a bad relationship? If something makes you uncomfortable or a situation is unsettling, just ask. You might not get the answer you want, or you might not accept the answer you get, or the answer you might get might be less than forthcoming, but you have to start there. You got to start somewhere. You can't just not say anything and let it bother you to the point where your relationship explodes or implodes. Never be afraid to get to the bottom of whatever is eating at you, because the more comfortable you are with your partner and with your situation, and most importantly with your communication, the better your life with this person is going to be. And you hopefully want to spend your life with this person, or you wouldn't care so much and it wouldn't even matter, You can't find the answers without asking the questions. And maybe we didn't give you a neat, tidy answer to this one, but that's because there really isn't one. It's extremely complicated, but figure it out, or at least try to figure out. Maybe it's nothing and maybe it's everything, but it's definitely something. It's definitely something. So I want to get into that a little bit today because it comes up from time to time and people bring it up. I acted this way. I did this. I saw that. What does it mean? And we're trying to always smooth the waters around here. Sometimes the waters are a little choppy and they probably shouldn't be. And sometimes when they are choppy, we all got to do a better job of navigating them. So if you have thoughts about jealousy or anything else, shoot us an email, greatlovedebate@gmail.com. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your feedback, or any other types of jealousy that I quickly gloss over here. Check out our live tour schedule, greatlovedebate.com. I know I said check out our live tour schedule. There's actually a virtual show on there for all the people who cannot yet leave the house or parts of the world where we're not going to. Check it out. It's on there. They are super, super fun. They are just as engaging as any of our actual live shows, but I like the actual live shows and they're on there too. Go to greatlovedebate.com and check those out. As always, like, share, subscribe, and please review this podcast. Your reviews mean a lot in the podcasting ecosystem because, as always, and you can listen to other podcasts, I won't get jealous, but this one, as always, at the Great Love Debate, we never stop making love. See you next time.